So starting in your Tadasana, feet hips distance, just have a feel for your feet on the ground. Take any movements, any stretches that feels good. Just before we start all together, any movements. And then we're gonna start rolling your shoulders back behind you, looking straight out in front of you. Soften your knees a little bit. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And close your eyes here. Begin to tap into that deep breathing. Connect with your breath. Always connecting with our breath before we move and work the body so that the breath follows us, is with us throughout. So what does that mean, connect and deepen your breath? Can you let your breath fill up through your lungs? Go all the way to the bottom, let your chest lift. And then as you exhale, fully exhale, take your time. Let's all take 2 big breaths together. Breathing in, inhale, and exhale. Inhaling, and exhale. Now open up your eyes if they were closed, grab a hold of your hips. Now I realize that when I say right, and I'm facing you, it feels like you're doing the other side, but just listen, I'm not actually mirroring you, which is why. I'm doing my true right and you do your true right. So lift your right knee up and give your right ankle some circles, okay? Grab a hold of a wall if you need for balance, but ideally you could find your balance here, working your left foot. Now flex your right foot, breathing throughout. Let's open this right knee out to the side, external rotation. Now send this right foot back behind you and keep drawing this big circle with your hip like you're pushing a door closed behind you, and then draw your right knee back up to your chest. Beautiful. Open up the window and then send the foot out behind you. Keep squeezing through the glute and then bring the right knee back up. Just one more time. Open the window, foot goes out, push the door and bring it back up. Can we reverse it 3 times? Maybe a bit more smooth. And why we're doing this is because we're going to need our hips, both hips really, to be working with us when we reach this posture at the end of the class. And just one more. And then we're going to step the right foot down and lift your left foot up. Probably you feel your left leg. Give your left ankle some circles. Roll your shoulder blades back behind you again. And repeat on this side. So flex your left foot. Open up the window. Foot goes back behind you, push a door, squeeze the seat, then bring it back up. 2 more. Breathe with it. Maybe you notice or hear some sounds in your hip. That's fine. So here we're externally rotating, internally rotating. Wonderful. And then can we reverse it? So kick that door back behind you. Then open out towards the left. Basically, your left knee is drawing big, big circles. Wonderful. All this time balancing on your right foot. And this is our last one. Step the left foot down. Give yourself a little sway left and right. Open up through your arms. Release any tension that you built up in there. And then once again, step feet hips distance. Let's do the shoulders. So sweep your right arm, right, across your body towards the left, and then reach it all the way up. Strong, strong right arm. Reach the right arm straight up to the sky. Now turn your thumb forward so your palm faces out, and then reach back behind you like you're backstroking. Continue here in this direction, reaching across, slicing the air, breathing throughout. One more. Kind of feeling your range of motion, where there are any parts where you feel your body kind of wants to back out. And then let's reverse. So going back behind us, and then open up the palm, externally rotate, reach up, like you're pulling a rope back behind you forwards, pull the rope across your body, and come by your side. Keep going with this arm back behind you, then externally rotate, reach up, forwards, And down, one more. If you're doing this right, your right shoulder should be working quite a lot. You should feel the shoulder muscle there. Wonderful. Shake off the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist. And then let's try the other side. Left arm reaches across and draw this big circle. Now you can close your eyes. You kind of know what's happening. You're just continuing in this direction and feeling into the shoulder in all its little angles. One more. Wonderful. And then like a penguin, you're going to reach back behind you and continue that circle forward. So going in the other way. I don't know why this looks like a penguin to me. Hopefully it looks like a penguin to you too when it goes back. Last circle here. Wonderful. Open your eyes if they're closed. Cross your fingers, soften your knees, and then push your palms forwards. Inhale, reach up. Reach your arms further behind your head maybe. Exhale, release your fingers, cactus elbows, and find your heart. Now step your feet so that they go wide like this. Also again, like a penguin. And then see if you can lower your bum down. Take your time here. Keep sending the knees wide by squeezing the glutes. And see if you can come as low as you can, maybe all the way down, all the way. And then push through your feet and stand up. Reach your arms straight up, breathe in. Exhale, we go down, down, down. Take your time, no rushing. We're gonna do just one more. Push through your feet, lifting up, squeeze, open, breathe. Exhale, descend. Wonderful. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, find your hips with your hands, turn your toes forward, soften your knees, and take your melting fold front and down. Then relax your hands towards the floor, sway a little bit right and left. And then find some stillness in the center. Can you completely relax your skull? So letting your skull be really, really heavy. Now bring your fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knees so deeply because we're going to sit on the floor. Work a little bit on the hip flexion and the core as well. So find your arms out in front of you, and we're going to come into Navasana. So lift your shins, your feet up, and squeeze your knees together. Find that balance point between your sit bone and your tailbone. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch your legs, lower your spine down as far as you can. Inhale, lift, and continue. Now, if this is too challenging for you, you can keep your knees bent and maybe just reach back a little bit and up again. Can we do 3 more? I'm burning up in my room. I think because the radiator's on. And 2 more. And a last one after this. And when we stay up, I want you to squeeze your knees into your chest so much that you feel this hip crease here. It's like a strong, strong compression. Squeeze your knees to your chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your legs. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, bring your fingertips forwards and take a little sway or a little fold. What suits you right now? Feel free to lengthen and go as deep as you want. On your next inhalation, lift up. Bring your fingers, or rather your hands behind you. Step your feet down and send your hips all the way to the sky. Squeeze your seat, release your hip flexors, and then sit your bum back down. Cross your legs the other way. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Big, big breath here. And then we're going to have to come onto our feet again. So either you can come into tabletop and then down dog and walk your feet forwards, or if you'd like to challenge yourself and your mobility, step your feet down and then try to use your hands as little as possible to send your bum off the ground. Here we are. From here, fingertips to the floor, set up your feet hips distance again. Inhale, lengthen spine, kind of just refreshing ourselves. And on exhale, fingertips down, step your right foot all the way back. Begin to rock forwards and back. I don't know if you heard that. My ankle made like a little tick, a little sound. I quite like it when there's a sound. So here, try to focus on your right hip, kind of opening up. Use your muscles, kind of activate the muscles on that right leg. And then plant your hands, step your left foot back, finding a plank. Breathing in here. For the first one, everybody drop your knees and then take 3 push-ups on your knees. 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way to your belly, slowly, slowly, slowly. And take your Cobra of choice. You can do Oscillating Cobra. You can have your fingertips down. You can go low or really high. Just breathe in as you reach up. Exhale, let's meet in downward facing dog. Take a moment here as well. Feel through the hips and the shoulders. We're going to be needing them to be in best form, or at least to be warm. And then find stillness, reach your right leg up and step it forwards. Rocking front and back on this side. And focusing on that left hip flexor this time. Wonderful. Are we still breathing? And now step forwards and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, dive down, folding again. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot goes back. We were just here. So warming up still. Maybe you can wiggle this left foot even further back. Roll longer. Step your right foot back. Find plank. Either drop your knees if you know you can't do 3 push-ups with your knees lifted, or keep your knees lifted and go. Let's go for 3. Now in these 3 push-ups, focus not just on your arms here, but your shoulders helping you out. After your 3rd one, lower all the way to your belly and find your back bend, your lift of choice. Meet in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Step it forwards, rocking. So doing lots of rocking here, prepping the body. And then slowly step your left foot forwards, hug into yourself, rising up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Take a moment for yourself. Big breath in. Big exhalation out. Inhale, reach your palms straight up. Exhale, fly and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fingertips down, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee to the floor and then circle, or rather sway your hips left and right. It's kind of hard to circle your hips. Left and right, kind of like you're cutting your right hip to the right and then sending your left glute to the left. Wonderful. Now walk your fingertips back as you straighten this left leg, lift your left toes, and come back forwards. Rocking front and back like a boat. So lengthening this left leg and then bending. And then if you'd like, we can stay. You might want to send your right knee further back so that you have more space underneath you. Staying high in your fingertips. This is a great reason, a great example of why blocks help a lot. Let me just show you. Or even if you had books, because look, this is so much more pleasant. But no worries, you can stay in your fingertips. Take a moment to breathe into your spine, strong left leg. Then come back forwards again. Bring your right knee with you. Step your left foot slightly more to the left. Bring your hands down. Now here, allow your hips to lower down a little bit more. Notice that there's more space. Maybe you might want to try lowering to your elbows. Once again, if you had a book or a block, it provides a little kind of like semi-level. So you don't have to go from extreme to level 1. It's like a little middle bridge for you. See how low you can go? Just for a moment, really deep hip flexion for this left hip, and take a big breath in and a big exhalation out. Come back on your hands, lift your right knee, step back to plank. This time we're holding our plank, so spread your fingers out wide. Make sure your heels are above the balls of your feet. Your collarbones are broad. Your shoulder blades are broad. Your bum is working. Your core is cinched in. Take a big breath. And exhale. See if you can lift your right foot off the floor, keeping a balance. Step your right foot down, lift your left leg off the floor. And step your left foot down. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften your knees, push through your hands, downward facing dog. One big breath here. Inhale, shoot forwards to plank again. Either drop your knees or keep them up. 3 more push-ups. You can pull through. Activate your entire body. And then after 3, we're lowering to our bellies. Ah, bliss. Stretch your thighs back. Come onto your fingertips. Everybody take 2 oscillating cobras. So inhale, peel up. Take your time here, no rush. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up. Shine your collarbones forwards. Stay. Let your shoulders be soft. Let your bum be strong. And then when you're ready, slowly lower down. Hands to the floor. Lift up to downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop to the front. Fold in your way. And rise. Coming straight back down on your exhalation. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, left foot goes back. Left knee comes down. Little semicircle kind of hip sways, left and right. Or any movement that you can kind of access here. All right? And now begin to rock back and front. So walking your fingertips back, straightening your right leg, rebending. If you have a book or a block, or you'd like to even find your hips, you could do that if that's not too much on that back knee. And then everybody attempt to stay at your relative right straight leg. And take a breath into that hamstring, into a longer spine. Wonderful. Bend your right knee, step it out towards the right, turn your right toes slightly out, and then see if you can allow your hips to lower, still squeezing at your left glute and your right glute. Maybe bend your elbows lower, walk your hands forwards, maybe come onto your elbows. This may only come after 3 breaths. Only then maybe you can feel you can lower down. That's fine. Come back on your hands. Lift your left knee up. Let's step this left foot all the way forwards and fold. Inhale, rolling your spine up. Sweep your arms to the side and up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Step your feet hips distance. And now let's lift our left knee up again. I think we're ready to move into this Ekapada Kundinyasana. Stay with me with the strength, feeling uplifted, all right? Breathe in here. Exhale, stretch this left leg forwards. Slowly swing this left leg back. Finding warrior 3. Soften your right knee. See if you can just hold it. Feel the strength of your core helping you. Now bend your right knee, step your left foot back, and place your hands down. Sweep your right leg straight up to the sky. So it's now our right leg that's floating. Circle your ankle. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right knee towards your left arm. Inhale, lift up. And on exhale, bring your right knee to the outside of your right shoulder. Lean forwards, lower your left knee down. And this is where the pose comes in. Bend your elbows. And here is a great place to stay. We're finding this kind of balance of strength and balance and flexibility. If you like to go further, you would lift your left knee up, bend your elbows, stretch your right leg. So play around with it. And when you're done, slowly lower your left knee, straighten your arms, and step your right knee back. Take child's pose. So I'm going to just demonstrate that for those of you who are still kind of like, what did she just do? So I didn't even do the full pose because I can't. So Eka Pada Kundinyasana as your right leg lifts up, then you bring it to the outside of your right arm. Now, as you bend your elbow should stay above your wrist. Then you stretch your right leg, and the goal is to lift your left leg, that one, off the floor. I used to be able to do it, no more. But it's fun to try. Everybody meet in child's pose, relax your head. Even attempting it takes a lot of strength, a lot of concentration. You learn a lot along the way. So let's try the other side. Maybe the other leg has some kind of more flexibility. Maybe you feel your right leg is less heavy or something. You know, our bodies are not completely symmetrical. So let's explore. From your child's pose, lift up to downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, make your way to the top. Inhale, lengthen spine. How lovely. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Feel the wind of the air kind of come over your forehead, palms to your heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. I was wrong. Inhale, lifting all the way up again. And this time, as you exhale, palms to your heart, we're going to balance on our right leg, on our left leg. Lift your right knee up. Breathe in. Exhale, extend your right leg. Now, slow motion, sweep your right leg back. Yeah, I made a little blip error there with the side. We're still good. Find warrior 3. Now, this is the patience you need to have when you're trying out Ekapada Kundinyasana. You're floating, you're good. Now, bend your left knee, step back, bring your hands down, and sweep your left leg to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee to your left armpit. High up. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, left knee to your right arm. Inhale, shift back. Let's go for it. Exhale, left knee to the outside of your left shoulder. Lean forwards, bend your elbows. Maybe straighten that left leg out towards the left. And maybe this is good. Maybe you lower your right knee down, straighten your elbows, bend your left knee, carefully set your left knee back. Child's pose when you're ready. Big, big breaths should follow. Hopefully it's not just me. Beads of sweat should follow. Hopefully it's not just me. Take big breaths. If you'd like to try again, kind of after having that muscle introduction, you can try. A tip for this is to once again use a block, and you could place a block, probably with the help of a friend, underneath your back foot. So you would get that feeling of your foot and that back leg being lifted. So that's your flying splits. Everybody in your child's pose, slowly lift up, peeling your body off your thighs. Bring your fingertips behind you, open heart lift. Breathe in. Come vertical, stand on your knees, step your feet hips distance, tuck your toes under. Inhale, reach your arms all the way front. Exhale, circle back behind you, find your lower back. Hold your lower back, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your bum. Inhale, lift your heart up, shining. Now this might be lovely just to stay here. We're releasing all that compression in our hip flexors. Hopefully our shoulders are feeling yummy as well. If you'd like to go further, find your heels. Keep sending the energy up, 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 up. And when you're ready to come out of your camel, bring your hands to your lower back. Push your hips back as your chest comes forwards. Bring your fingertips down and send your legs all the way in front of you, sitting your bum flat down. Lower your back onto the floor. And immediately hug your left knee in, stretch your right leg. You're going to shift your left knee to the right. And right before you kind of settle, shimmy your right hip more underneath you. So you're resting on the side of your right leg. And then this left knee can kind of hover. There's no need for it to find the floor. Let it hover and open up your left shoulder behind you to the left. Open arms. And take your time here to settle. Maybe you can look to the left. Once again, if you had a block, you could place it underneath this left knee for some support. Take big breaths into your belly, your side ribs here. Giving your strong body some love. And that was just a little taster. If you've never tried any kind of arm balance like that, that's a really tough one, but it's one you can build up to. I can't even do it, but I can approach. Then slowly come to center. Center your body on the mat, shimmy your back body flat down, right knee comes in, lengthen your left leg, and then as you send your right knee across, scooch your left hip underneath you, let the right knee go where it wants to go, and twist from your ribs. And see if you can stretch arms wide and look to the right. So the whole point of shimmying our hips underneath is so that your hips and your lower back, they stay stable as a unit. Because our vertebra in that part of the spine don't like too much rotation, too much movement. It's more where your ribs are. That's where you have loads of rotation. Taking a big breath into your side body here. And slowly roll back onto your middle, recenter your body, stretch out for your Shavasana. Let go. Give yourself this time to enjoy your own presence, you, yourself, and your body. Take a big breath in. Let go. Wiggle toes, wiggle fingers. And bring life and movement back through your whole body. And take your stretch and transition into a big squeeze of your knees. Give yourself a bit of a massage on your back. And then roll through your side up into a seat. And palms to your heart. Take a big breath in. And exhale, bow into yourself. Give yourself thanks and really mean it from the bottom of your heart. A moment of gratitude for what you have and what you've done. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody, today.